Ladies and gentlemen, hi. Brian, what up, man? Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? What's happening, man? Man, was it nice where you are? It was nice today here. Mike Kennedy, what up, man? What is going on? Kind of straightening up my desk a little because maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll put something together. David Snyder, Eric Quinn Francis slaps. Good to see you guys. I need a 2.5. That's it right there. That's the 2. All this week's supposed to be nice. That's good. Richard Hensley, what's up, man? Good to see everybody. Is this a 2? Yes. That's a 2. Been a lot going on this desk. Welcome to my neighborhood. Mountain RC, Dad in the house. Did you guys go fly today? I'm going to try to get something together so I can. Yeah. Wind. Go away. Come again some other day. You did this after today, morning and afternoon. Nice. Absolutely beautiful day. Flew the 70mm F16 today. Sweet. Richard, that should be an all right truck, especially for, what's the price on that Atlas now? I want to talk about budget a little bit. Yeah, the Atlas looks like there's a lot you could do to it, or leave it alone. Either way, I think $249. That's not bad. That's not bad. Did the price go up on the LC80? Because I do think that's a fantastic. You get a lot for the money on that one if you like 2-speed and stuff like that. Eddie K, what up, boss? Dan. Yeah, it's been a whirlwind. I always put myself through it on these trucks, and then I just chopping and cutting and painting and sanding and stuff to get ready for. We usually go out on Saturday, but we went out today, and it was amazing. And we'll talk about airplanes too, but I do want to talk about the trucks that we ran today a little bit. I can show you as well. And that might not be a bad idea. Just let a clip run in the background while we're talking planes. because we had two 55 Chevy, 54 Chevys out on 6s, and my Travelall out on 6s on the SEX6 today, and it was beautiful out there. I think you'll be oh, cool. You got the maiden off on the 90mm Avanti, boss. Sick. How'd it go? Oh, Francis, bummer. Bummer. So, time change business. We drove local, like Elkhart. What's it called? It's Oxbow. It's like a state park or something, county park. We go all around this area. That's great, boss. How long a flight did you get? Yeah, seriously, we get a longer day now, right? So yeah, days are getting longer. Plus, we just, kind of gained an hour, so to say. So yeah, maybe able to fly um after work a little bit. Days start getting longer, what, December 22nd, 21st anyway, which is nice. Of course, it's slow. But now we've got this little hour bump. 3 minutes. Yeah. Especially when you don't know what you're going to get out of it. That's not a bad place to start. Keith Christie, what's up? I'm going to show you something, and then I'm going to get it off the desk. I'm going to get it off of here, but you might as well check it out. I've sanded and painted and sanded and painted and sanded and painted. And then I got it painted, and I was like, I've been doing all the patina stuff on it. And I got it painted this last time, and it's like most of the lines went away. I'm just liking how it looks. Got the lights in it. I got a lot of the back cleaned up. There were a ton of lines on it. Whenever there's a lot of curves, there's a lot of lines. This thing was so fun today. It did good. That's the thing. It does look smooth. The finish is, I'm pretty happy with it. And I was at a point, I'm running out of time too to get ready for the next day. And I wanted to play with I started cutting in windows, but I didn't get to it. I got the weather seal like painted. I'm thinking I may call this the radio flyer, right? Like I was looking for a graphic or something to put in that back piece, panel section. Yeah, the white bumpers, they look good. They look good. Oh, that's not really there. What is that? Yeah, I need the license plate. Get the windows in it. But dude, I painted and sanded and painted and sanded and urethaned and sanded and painted. And it's like, I love the patina. But if you go just a little bit too far, even with all I've done to this, it still exposes the lines a little bit. And I'm like, I did that one twice, a few times as well. And even this last time when I knew better, I still over sanded a little bit and exposed the lines. And I'm like, man, I think whatever patina I do is going to have to be with washes and airbrush and paint, because it didn't matter. Every time I've sanded it, I've got into the work. So I don't know. I kind of wanted to run it clean today. This is a little bit more factory fresh than I thought I was going to do. There's still some, I did brush my blues and greens, not brush, but spray it a little bit over it. Just so it's not perfectly solid red. And I'm kind of good with it. Oh, sick, Eddie. Yeah, there's just a lot of work, especially on the big ones. And the more round surfaces you have, you're going to have lines somewhere. I managed to get rid of most of it. You know, there's certain tiny little spots where I didn't get it, but like even hard to get stuff I got. So I'm pretty happy with it. It's just the little details now. Window and wipers. I think I'm cool with it. I took it easy on this one a little bit because I don't want to rip the bumpers off. The departure angle is a little bit garbage. What's up, Paul? I'll show you a little bit of footage of it. Let me see. I'll just put it running. I did when I was all done painting. I don't even let the paint dry, dude. I painted a little bit of blue on it when I was done sanding the last time. Little tiny bit of green, red right away, and then matte finish, spray clear when I was done. And left it, which is hard for me to do sometimes, leaving it alone. But man, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Masked, and then after that, masked it off and painted the bumpers. I already had the bumpers on, so yeah. Put a ton of paint on those rims because those steelies show a lot of lines. Filled them up, sanded them down, painted them 5 or 6 times. It did good. It did good. The 55s looked amazing. Sean's out there with his tried and true CJ7. Let me pull up some of this footage from today. Let me see. I started editing already. Let's see if I can open up that window, because that would be cool. Because I've already cut most of the baloney out of it. Let me see if I can run that application. I may not be able to, but we'll try it. I'm going to try to open up Premiere real quick and share it like a window. Bear with me a second. I wonder. I'd like to mute the audio on this video. Yeah, I can't really mute the audio on this right now. I haven't done much but just rough cut on some of this. Let's watch a little bit more. 10 scale, keeping up with everything we're doing. Pretty fun. Yeah, these 55s look awesome, and you can see the running boards on there. I didn't break it today like last time. But there'll be some cool slow-mos and fast runs and stuff in the full video. Like I say, it's just a rough cut. I love the lights. Just a tiny, I just want to, when I do mine, I'm going to just trim just a little tiny bit, I think. I cut too much though on my first fenders on the 50 on the Chevy. Dude, the hubcaps on Kelly's gray one, those are bottoms of soda cans. They look awesome. Give me a minute. This is worth it, and then I'll stop it. This is a tough little pass. Kelly's favorite thing is the red diff covers. I'm kidding. He hates them. I told him I was going to paint red diff covers on everything I have. All right. All right. It's going on in the background. I got to stop this somehow. Give me a minute. Look good, dude. Look good to me. Yeah, this was the cleanest. I mean, my red truck on this one, Michael Bear, is one of the cleanest schemes I've done so far. I can still do my thing to it, but I've spent so much time on it. I want to move on to a couple of the other ones I have. So we'll see. Like I say, I think if I do more patina on it, it may not be the scrub through the paint stuff, because no matter how many times I feel like I do it, it'll be smooth, but you'll see the lines. So it's like you have to be so careful not to over sand or scrub off. And it's generally been too cold to wet sand these things outside right now. And now that I got lights in it and stuff, I'm just like, this one may be what it is at this point. It's still kind of dirty. I got some grime I can do, some things I can do to it without scrubbing the paint. So brush work, washes, airbrush, I think that's where I'm at now with the patina on it. Because I am, after all the sanding I've done, it does look smooth. And I'm really happy with it. I mean, the roof looks amazing, and it's multiple pieces. You can't tell. Pretty into it. You making Eric's truck, Dell? How did you end up doing that? I thought I was making that truck. Whatever. Because I wanted to talk about wheelbase, because there's some of those IFS that have longer chassis than the others. So which element crawler, is it going to be on? I did too email you back. Too many cooks in the kitchen, I think, at a point. Keith, I hit you in Messenger, man. I never heard back from you. Hit me an email, Keith. I'll print you one off. I got to find the files again now. But I hadn't, but I'm glad to. info@pilotryanmedia.com is the email, Keith. Because I thought I hit you up in Messenger. and didn't get anything back or something like that. Yeah, cool. I think I want to put together a little jet. Should be pretty easy on the bench too, even though I got a ton of stuff on the bench. Yeah, man. I got a Sportix and a 64 millimeter Viper. And I think I'm going to put together the Viper first because I kind of want to play with the nose wheel a little bit on the AS3X Plus of it all. So I think maybe we'll get that out. Yeah, let's do it. Get Clifford out of here. The big red dog. I mean, it's too big for the bloody shot, man. Yeah, let's see what we got here. This ought to be fun, dude. Now I got all the Vipers, dude. Boom. I'll maiden this with the wheels on it, and then I think this, I don't know, this may end up being a hand launcher for me. Man, that book is huge. That's still a good sized bird, dude. Right. Winglets are already on it. Man, this has lights. That's cool for a little one. Having lights is pretty awesome. We're going to get everything out. And then we'll look at the parts and put this thing again together. Nose cone, hardware, tab. Oh, a loose grub screw. I wonder what that's to. Sometimes I am not smart enough to figure out the box. Yeah, I hate the time change, honestly. But I like the idea of an extra hour. I do like these landing gear. Sweet. Awesome, Keith. Yeah, I'll print off a couple of those for you. Well, we already know the book's going to be super easy. Let me give you that little more camera on the table, I think. Yeah, that works. Yeah, cool, Keith. Yeah, I'm glad to do it, man. Absolutely. Jerry, what up? Yeah, Mike, that's what I was thinking too. It may be out of one of the struts. Oh, nice. Little suspension nose strut, and then your mains here. Nice. I tell you what, man, when the nicer the gear get, the more inclined I am to leave them on. But they're easy enough to take out, I think. And yeah, I got that grub screw sitting there. All right, we're just going to do this by the book. They show the horizontal going on first with 3 10-millimeter M3 2-millimeter driven screws. Well, let's do it then. Looks nice, man. Sick. It's built good. Okay. There's going to be not much to this. That's smart there. That fits good. Get out the hardware. Wiggle Fingers, what up, man? Yeah, that grub screw, you ain't lying. Let me put it where I can't move it, lose it. Steering tiller bits, 2mm drives. Almost finished already. What planes do I have on special? Yes, this has safe in it. Once you select it and assign it to your switch, it does. Right now it doesn't, but I'm going to make it happen because this is probably an AS3X Plus receiver. No. Yes, AR631 Plus. So, yes, I'm going to do safe with it because I want to check out the AS3X Plus with the nose wheel stuff on this. That's why I put this one together instead of the Sportix first, because I want to check it out. And once I learn it, then I've learned if I want to make a video that's not hard to make for me, it makes sense for me to learn what I'm trying to show first before I roll camera, because I end up having to cut it all out and do it again anyway. So, what's up, Fred? So, what time's real flight tomorrow? It changed, right? Brass threaded inserts, receive the screws. Pretty nice. What we're used to. Building a plane tonight on the pilot's lounge. Weird. Yeah, there are flaps on this little Viper, dude. Check it out. Yeah. We're going to set it up too. After that, they show hooking up the linkages. I'm going to bind it first before I do that. Magnetic nose cone. Looking good. And they are, that probably is a gear plug. I don't know what that thumb screw is. We'll see in a minute. The wing is next. Have a little stand. Give me a minute. I'm going to grab it. All right. For Patagonias. And then, yeah, man, this just keys right in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws for the wing on this. Man, that is perfectly arranged. Has anybody got one of these already? What's your favorite battery in it? Oh, yeah. That fits good. Dude, what a little ripper. This will be fun. Hungry Bird. Raid time. Dwayne Clark. Urban Legend Raid. Just bashing it. WOTRC. What up, y'all? 4,000? Are you flying this one, dude? I thought you went all turbine. I thought you went all turbine, Clementine. That's one. Mouse, what up? Sold it. You had it and you sold it. You like the 4,000. I think I've got 3,200s and 2,200. I don't think I have a 4004S. I kind of like doing the front first where the connection is. Good to see you, man. When am I going to get on panel with y'all one time? You mentioned it. Maybe one of my Thursdays I won't do, if that's when you do your guests. Let me know, man. info@pilotryanmedia.com, Ty, and we can work it out. You guys make me want to get my bashers out and send them and do a new video. I've got some RC truck list goodies, but some of it's lame because I was learning how to bash. And then some of it, I sent it. But the stuff where I was learning how to bash was pretty lame. But there was some other videos with the 6S Creighton that I sent it pretty good. I built a ramp and sent it. Send it. I still need to watch your on the replay. I want to catch your show with Operation 11 Charlie. 6S Creighton is one of my favorites, man. It doesn't matter which version it is. But these planes are nothing to assemble. It's more about the radio. So as soon as I get this thing on its wheels and bind it up, I want to go through the setup on the radio. I'm sure it was a good show, man. I'm going to watch it on a replay. Oh, I bet I know what that thumb screw's for. I bet it's for the steering tiller on the nose wheel. Lyndon RC215 in the house. Incognito style. Big Jim's in here just trying to get people mad. Put in a Fry Sky receiver in this? Never. There's a lot of planes that are better for beginners than something like this. AKA Lyndon Rilarlo. Yeah. Shift leader. So I'm thinking these ventrals are magnetic. Let's just, they are. Check that out, man. So easy. Boom. There's the ventrals. That one looks like it. There, it fits a little better. Well, that's cool, man. When you belly land this, you better make sure you keep an eye on them. Yo. That's basically done. It's wheel time now. So let's see what the book says. I'm doing the landing gear for now. Thanks for coming by, everybody. Dad, thanks for that super chat. Ventrals are magnetic. Apparently, there's a spot to keep them in the fuselage. And they're showing the landing gear. Yep, thumb screw. Oh, yeah, there's a little tiny linkage. I bet that's what that grub screw's about, bro. Axel, what's going on? Grub screws there. Grub screws there. They're all where they're supposed to be. I'd add a little glue to those fins. I might. I mean, for now, they're magnetic. So that's kind of nice, where they'll either break away for belly landing or you can just take them off for belly landing. All right, let's click in the gear, man. Let's go ahead and do it. You can't really get these wrong. There's like one way to do it. Spin it in, spin it in. Don't tell me I got to drill those out. What? Okay, there it goes. Listen for the click. Boom. Suspension. That's awesome. I'm sorry, man. That's pretty good. We're getting a lot better equipment on these little things these days. Click it. There it is. And then the steering tiller business. Come up through. Man, that's nice suspension. Holy smokes. This is going to be the parking lot dog, man. I'm telling you, when I don't want to take the big one. All right, so this dude must come up through. Oh, I see. So this big old guy, brass threaded insert on the inside. It's hexed. So it's going to receive the steering tiller arm, which that's cool. Let me see what they want for that. Put something heavy in here for a minute. closest hole. That's what the grub screw's for, man. The little arm that comes with the kit. And go ahead and put this on the inner arm. Comes in over the top. Easy build. Absolutely. And being a small guy, it still has quick connect. You know, you're not really messing with the wires, the leads at all. All right, so that's on. And they're basically parallel. Oh, interesting. Get it lined up. That's pretty cool. And then a thumb screw. So at the field, should be easy to get this dude undone. Oh man, that's pretty cool. Yeah, good thing it doesn't have floats. Stinker pants. All right, good thing I didn't lose that grub screw. It was kind of loose on a balsa build. Whew. I'm gonna have to retire before I take on one of them. And then make sure your rod's where it's supposed to go when you do it. I had it in, and then I kept messing around, and it came out. Sweet. Kenny Rogers, what up? And if you cross thread it, you don't need Loctite. You know what I mean? I like how that grub screw goes down on an actual. It's a threaded piece of rod, which I actually think is good. Is 3S and 4S or just 4S? Four S. Well, assembly is done. Talking about files in here. I'm just going to set it up by the book. So let me grab my radio and battery. We just built it, so we're going to set up the radio, man. Yeah, we're going to just set it up. And honestly, a lot of times I'll set up the radio before I ever even get dialed in. Viper 64, let's do it. Airplane model name. And I'm naming it because I'll be sorry if I don't. V 64. All right, aircraft type. Guarantee it's one aileron, one flap. Yep. Aircraft type, one aileron, one flap. Boom. And then they're talking expo and rates real already. Every plane has two setups, the flight control setup and the stability, separate functions, separate setups. Do the flight controls first or you'll crash your plane or you'll have to do it twice. Best case scenario. And we're going into the rates. They're calling out 100% high, 70% low. Yep. And we're doing 3-position switch. So we're going to do 3 rates instead of 2. And put it on the, for me, I like everything on the F switch. Calling out any expo. Yep. 10% high, 5% low. Expo's preference, but if the book says it, I do it. 10% aileron. High rate, we're going to go the middle rate. We'll do 10. And we're just going to split the difference. 85 for the middle rate, which is not really in the book. And then low rate 70 as called out. And this is going to be all the surfaces are this way. and 5% expo. Boom. Now we simply switch to the next surface. Go down to switch first. Otherwise, you'll do it more than once. Low rate 70, mid rate 85, 10 expo, full rate 100%, 10 expo. Rudder is next. Put it on the F switch. Full rate 10% expo, 100% rate. Same for everything. Directionally and everything. When you're in rates and expo, I never mess with the on the fly stuff or the cursor 0, 1, and 2 positions. I just never do. And it always works out for me. So after that, they're going to have us do the flap system and set up a throttle cut. So we'll just do the throttle cut while we're here. Throttle cut. Minus 100, which it should default to. Put it on the H switch. Seems to be where it likes to go. Minus 100. All this other stuff to look at, but you don't need to mess with it because once it's set, you can now forget. Flap system. And since we did aircraft type 1 aileron 1 flap, what's too far? What's too far, Axel? A flying field? So we're going to flap system, and we have a flap system because we set it up the way the book said to. And this is easy. So position 0, minus 100. Then we bind it up, and this thing's going to be right. That's what's awesome. You know what I mean? Minus 100, so that's going to be neutral. Elevator 0% at neutral, 2%, and then 3%. Okay. Position 1 is 0, and they want 2% elevator compensation. Easy. Do it right here on the same screen. And then position 2 is, instead of minus 100, it's plus 100. And what it call for? 3. Yep. Minus 3. Minus 2. All right. Make sure we get that right. And this is where I slow it down to 2 seconds. Yep, that's what it calls for too. Okay. We can bind this now. And then the next stuff in the manual is how to do safe the old-fashioned way with the binding business. The switch, blah, blah. I'm not doing that. We're going forward programming on this. All right, let's bind it. And we'll hook up the elevators. Let's strap it in, dude. 20 miles. Wow. On purpose? What were you running from, man? Plug it in. Hit the bind button. It's flashing rapidly. Nice lights all over it. Bind. So it only flashed. It only wiggled once because safe hasn't been set up yet. Oh, wow. The receiver contains a preloaded smart model file. Do you want to load the file from the receiver? Yes. Why not? Smart transmit. This is new to me. This will overwrite all current model settings. If stock bind and fly model hardware has changed, the receiver's file may not work properly. Do not use without checking everything. I maybe didn't need to do all that, except let's see what happens though. We're going to check this out. I did one aileron, one flap already, and I put the dual rates all on one switch. Has changed. The receiver's file may not work properly. Let's do it and see what happens. Yeah. I know the battery's not good. Normal mode. Does that mean safe and junk is already in? Oh, neat. The flap voice alerts are already doing their thing. Oh, they changed the way the rates are on this. Yeah, the rates are all over the place. So I'm going to switch that back the way I like it. Did I get this on sale? No, I got it because I'm handsome. Yeah, I don't like them on individual switches, man. But I am going to make it easy and just do the ailerons are where I want them. Elevator is not where I want it. Still got the voice alert says aileron. Yeah, I like all rates on one switch. All right, let's see. They have their high rates reversed also from where I like it. That's right. Rudder. Okay. All right, I'm reversing that switch because I hate it. Servo setup. So I'm going to. Oh, it doesn't let me reverse the F switch, does it? Dang it. There's got to be a way. R knob. I'm not even messing with that. Digital switch setup. Man, there's a lot of new stuff on here with the smart F. Watch, I'm going to completely screw up this whole plane because I want it the way I want it. I'm basically reversing the F switch to work in conjunction with what I think high rate should be, number 2, not number 0 on this stuff. This is why I don't film when I'm learning one of these. Okay. Let's see. Crank it full. It didn't take what I did. Man, what? So if your plane sounds like that, you might have over tightened the back screw. I'm thinking that's what's up. I can hear the shroud rubbing. We'll see if relieving a little bit of stress on that will shut that up. That's not good. What's that rubbing on, dudes? Wires? What do you think? Because that's not, we can't have that. Throttle cut. Okay. It sounds like the wires or something. It could be the shroud. We're going to take the wing off and see. Actually. But I'm telling you what, I'm going to rebind this thing and do it my way because I wasn't able to reverse that switch. I'm taking the wing off. Dude. Three nautical miles. I did it my way. This may be something I could have easily avoided if I ran it up before I put this on. I feel like such a nincompoop. I was right. It was the shroud. There's no wires in there. So, worst case scenario, man, you gotta relieve out some foam. It's very sensitive, though. I don't want that wearing in. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to shim that backside and mess with the angle of attack, so to speak. So I'm literally going to sand out and remove some of this foam just a little bit. And see if that doesn't help. Because you can't have all that racket. Wearing in is out of balance. Yeah, I am not trying to wear it in. The fan's mounted right in its bolts. I'll take a look at it again, but of course it's Phillips, so that's weird. Who has Phillips screwdrivers? Because if you have them, you should give them back. That's not nice. Philip would appreciate it if you would return his stuff. All right, that'll work. Nah, I don't want to change the incidents. I think that I could survive it with this plane, but I just would rather not. It's, man, I mean, it's right where it's supposed to be in there. Yeah, that's mounted good. Yeah, that's nice and tight. Shoot, I'm gonna hog it out, dudes. Hold on. I'll make a mess. And hog it. Bore hog it. It's probably not a lot that it needs. This isn't taking off much. But it doesn't need much to make it sound like that. This is a fine grit, probably ish, like 80 or something. So it's not super aggressive, but it may be aggressive enough. Let's see what I got. That may not have done anything, or it could have done it all. It's a little better. Gonna hog it out some more. A little bit. This is definitely, I didn't expect to be doing this. I was wanting to mess with the radio. Exactly. Yeah, I've done that, Bill, and it has to be as long as it's a smaller round than what you have, it's fine. But it can't be bigger. I've done it before that way, but this is going to work too. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, my man. It's awkward no matter how you slice it, to be honest. Did anybody else have one of these? It was yours the same? Just curious. I can live with that. But I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to do it one more time for good measure. Little half round sandpaper disc. I can see people not being happy about this if it were. Not everybody wants to model new stuff. I don't mind. And a lot of us are used to modeling our planes and our trucks and everything. So it's not a huge deal for us to take care of these things. Oh, I'm working it. I'm working it for sure. I've saying it quite a bit. I feel like all right. That should do it, I hope. Well, putting screws back in for now because I want to mess with the radio as much as anything, actually. But that's what that was. Chair yoga, man, that's no lie. I'll dig it back out and do it again if I have to another time. Because I really want to mess with the radio, to be honest. And I'm rebinding and saying no to the it doing it's for me thing. I just don't want the rates on different switches. That is mostly it. That is really. Oh, cool. It's better. It's still there, but it's way better than it was. I'll probably take that off again. It was so easy to do. All right. I don't like that model profile that way. I'm rebinding it. Second or third jet, this Viper. Yeah. Yeah. Probably third, just to be conservative. All right. I'm rebinding. But it didn't do stability, right? Rightsa? It didn't hook up stability. I never set up safe. We'll see. I mean, I'll just check that safe is right. I don't want to reset it because I want to do I want to fly the bind fly receiver. I just don't want their setups. Do you want to load the file from the receiver? No. I want to set it up by the manual, so that's what I'm doing. If you do not use the smart transmitter file, you will need to set the model file up according to the manual for proper operation. Fine. Man, you don't even need to mess with the bind plug for safe anymore unless you want to. Throttle cut's still set. Let's see if the rates are the way I have them. Nope. I don't like they do them backwards. I'm gonna live with it though. So I went in there and messed with the digital switch setup though, and that didn't do anything. So I'm gonna put it back to how it was. I think it just went to how it was. Yeah, but man, I lose all the bind and fly business if I factory reset it? Why do I have to factory reset it? I didn't set up safe ever yet. I think I should have to, right? Can't just leave shit alone, I guess. I'm telling you what. I don't want their deal. So I'm deleting this. Boing. Left, right. My sticks don't even want to calibrate. Goof. Delete. Model select. We're doing a new one. Yeah, I'm not doing that this time. I'm doing it my way because it always works. Yeah, I should not have to reset this at all. I just deleted that model. So fresh. All right. Aircraft type, one aileron, blah, blah, one flap. Flight mode setup. I'm just making it the B right now while I'm here. Yep. And channel sign on this new stuff says aux 7B instead of aux 2, and that's fine. Okay. Now we're binding to this one. I'll set up rates in a minute. Again, fixed gains. I use fixed gains because the adjustable only goes one way. And since I'm trying to not have to factory reset this one, I won't be able to. It really just is what it is at that point. Yeah. Do you want to load the file from the receiver? I don't. So I'm skipping it. It says if you skip it, you got to set it up by the book. Good. That's what I want. Let's go to flap system. Set up the flaps by the book. D. And it's going to be minus 100. right? Yep. Then 0, and it was at -2. We don't have those hooked up yet. The third position is 100 the other way. -3. Probably down elevator compensation. 2 seconds. Done. All right. We're doing rates my way again. F 10% expo as the book calls out. Middle rate, blue 10. 85. 70. %5 expo. Aileron's done. Elevator. F. 10. 10. Got to put it on the switch you want first, or you'll end up doing it twice. Rates are done. Throttle cut needs to be set again. Done. And the rates are as they should be now. Flaps are as well. Perfect. Flaps are easy, man. On Spectrum, dude, you get the flap to elevator compensation called out for already. It's brilliant. All right, let's AS3X test. You can hear it moving. That's good. But there is no safe yet. What's up? I got no safe. I'll tell you what's up. You haven't set it up yet. So now we're going into forward programming. Let's do it. Bro. Oh, man, don't give me that mess. The radio needs charged. Well, I'm not going to even try to get into the middle of that while that's happening. Yep, low battery on the radio. Need that stupid cord. Well, we're not messing with it now, then. Oh, I don't remember last time. It was probably with Dylan or at the school over there with Kirk. It's been a minute. I mean, I flew in my front yard with a slow stick. Yeah, I mean, I'm done. I'm not gonna. I can't. I'm not gonna wait for it to charge. It's built. All I got to do is set up safe. That's it. I'll play with that nose wheel business. So when you do an AS3X bind and fly, it's with the plus, it's going to ask you if you want the file. It's fine, but you may not like where the rates go. And it's that way on the other templates as well. It's just the language for it is a little different, right? So nah, man, setting up safe's easy. I just did a video on how to do flight modes, set up safe the other day. It's brilliant. It's super easy. But I wanted to play with this AS3X Plus and see what I could learn about the new nose wheel steering stuff. And if I have to factory reset it to get access to that menu, I'll know soon-ish. I do want to kind of try to find a cord to plug in that radio, dude. But how long? Y'all been here 2 hours already. Go see Ty. We'll go over see Urban Legend or something. We'll raid back on them. Yeah. Yeah, low battery on the radio. It hadn't been out for a while. I mean, and I do a lot of setups with it though. So, I mean, it's on all, during the week, a bunch, to be honest. Yeah, you know that buzz, Philip. You have 30 people. That's cool. Maybe I'll put that channel radio on a charge. Hold on a minute. Finding the cable is the trick. I've probably got 10 of them, but I'm not going to know where any of them are. That's my issue. All right, I'm going to charge this up. Two hours in. Bollocks. I got to unplug the camera for the stream to do this. All right, I'll just put it on somewhere else. It doesn't have to be in this room. All right, hold on a minute. All right, yeah. So that one has of course not. Bastard. Well, I was all right there, man, on the setup. Okay. Well, that's all right though. I'll play with that Listen, I want to learn that nose wheel business because I want to be able to do a video on it. Doing a video on it before I know it, I already know because I've done it before. Um, it's a waste because you'll film all the stuff that you can't use. Yeah, dude. I mean, I knew I grabbed it. It's charging. It's got the big battery in it. So I really don't have to charge it very much. Fred, have you drove the Helamon yet? Yeah, here's a plane right here. I told you guys what it is. Can you guess? I told you. Yeah, dude, the cutting brake thing looks cool to me. It really does. I'm not a buggy guy yet, really. I tell you what, I think looks killer. The new Night Customs 3D print files for the H10 optic that kind of make it look like a Volkswagen. Um, but I think the cutting brake looks cool. I'd like to try that. I'd like to have the Helamon. I'm sorry, man. You can't put a silent G in it and keep it silent. Yeah, bro. I'm dying to fly some stuff. And yeah. You checked out the cutting brake, Fred? Is that what you're talking about? I'm sorry, man. I forget what I'm talking about half the time, bro. Yeah, I told you guys what this is, but unless someone tells me, that means you guys know what this plane is if you pay attention. So I'm waiting for someone to tell me what it is. Otherwise, it apparently isn't that important. I was gonna wait. I thought I might film the builds on these, but I don't know. It's so I mean, read the damn book. It's so easy. Nope. Y'all, I told y'all. Okay. That's it. No, I think that would be a bigger box if it were the wood timber. I just did the 64 Viper. I already have a 90 and a 70 built long way back. So I mentioned these in the same breath for weeks. that I was waiting on these. Subscriber challenge. Y'all fail. Kelly Klein, bro. Dude, our footage looks amazing. I was working on it already. I ran some of it during the beginning of the show. I got an Aero Scout in pieces I need to put together already. So this thing in the box, I've been mentioning it. Another T28. I would like to have another T28. I have my big one, so Kelly, when you coming back on Thursday? Um 50 millimeter Viper. I just did the 64. I did the 50 millimeter Viper when those were new for Hobby Zone, when they were still owned by Dan and Kathy. We're 2 hours in. I and no one knows what it is. That's all right. I'll save it for video. I'll bid it on video. "25th Gen Timber. Thursdays are tough. What's better? Sunday?" Dude, the way we're rocking the sixes, we gotta. I think we gotta come together on the show. Because when we get footage, we're not talking about them. We're just running them. You know? Yeah, I think I'm gonna get off here and try to finish that video, dude. I got it hacked down to from an hour plus footage down to 20 minutes. So I'll probably cut it into 15. Sunday would work better. Bro, we can do that. Will it be a surprise? I ain't giving away nothing, Richard. I already give it away. Time, blood, sweat, and tears, years of my life. I ain't giving away shiz else. Click the link in the Discro for life. Bookmark it. Link in the Discro. Nah, I'm not giving away, man. I gotta fly it, dude. Oh, the song. Kelly, I'll have you come on right this minute if you're ready. Dude, the weekends when we get a run anyway. I'll talk trucks with you right now. We can make this 30-room chat go down to 15 real quick. Like the Chili Peppers. I'm starting to feel like I can almost not, I almost don't need two shows. Like I can talk about everything on one. You know what I mean? Got it. I do kind of like Thursday. Sunday night, I it's not my favorite because I'm going back to work and stuff. And if I'm not racing anymore on Saturdays, really. I may take that one back. I may start doing it on Saturday, dude. Again. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. But yeah, 2 hours in. Is Ty still happening? Because I think we go check him out if he's still on. They run later. They run long a lot of times. They start a little earlier, though. So he might be done. Or about done. Lyndon should be sinking in his chair by now. It's 11:40. Yeah, dude, time change can go to hell. Yeah, Saturdays, nothing's going on consistently there, and I used to be Ty's done already? Right on. I used to be very consistent on Saturday forever until I started racing, and even then, I held on for a while. It's a Sportix. Sportix. I've been mentioning it in the same breath with that Viper 64 for a couple weeks. They came. They finally came. So why does it not feel like 11? It doesn't feel like 11. Bro, you guys are my homies. Even though you failed miserably, you want me to build this Sportix real quick? I'll do it. It'll be so quick. It'll be easy. I'm not even gonna mess with the radio, right? I think at this point, it's only 10 where you are. It says 11:42 where I'm at, which feels like a lie, but it's the truth. Do it. Okay. I'm not your pal, sport. You know what? Maybe not the build on the video, but the radio setup, maybe that's the better way to go. Just have the radio set up in the flight video. You're retired, don't care what time it is. I don't care what time it is on Friday and Saturday, and Sunday I don't either, except I just know what's coming. I'm the kind of guy that having something planned will ruin my whole freaking day. And because I know what's coming tomorrow, I start to get a little stingy with time. That's why a little bit I like Saturday for the show better. I honestly cannot hardly remember. The last 1.1 plane I did was probably the Yellow Trojan. I've been jonesing to see this one. I mean, I know what a Viper looks like, right? So that was a weird little spar that just fell out. Book that is. Looks awesome. Oh, neat. There's that airplane smell. Come on. Wow. That's nice looking. This is going to be cool, dude. I've been looking forward to this. That's a long fuse. All right. Get out all these bits. Prop. What is the deal with the getting the gear out? There we go. Gosh, the gear look amazing. Okay. I should pack that back. Hold on a minute. Enjoying the show? Good. That makes one of us. I'm kidding. It's packed extremely well. I like the looks of this one. Is there any hardware for this? I like the colors. That's a well built 1.1. I can tell already. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything hardware wise. Unless it's in it. This one of the spars is in it. Oh, it's thumb screws for the wing inside. That's cool. You can keep the spars right in it. Prop hardware's on the thing. That's cool. All right, let's see what the book says. This isn't going to take long. I'm excited about this little sport deal. Now, it's not my typical kind of plane, but I'm groovy with having a sport model, you know, not a warbird, not a jet. It smells so good. All right, this will be easy peasy. I love the colors, man. I like the gear a bunch. Ooh, the tires are soft. This, and with a long tail like this, dude, I think this is going to be fantastic in grass, actually. And I'm going to find out. Wheel pants even. AR631. I'm not setting up the radio with y'all, but I will get this assembled. Landing gear are first. Bad to the bone. I always like putting the lid on, so when you do have stuff upside down, you're not beating it up. Even though this one, bro, I don't have the foam on this. Yep, I'm that guy. Yep, I know it's ugly, but I want it. All right, probably a 2mm hex on this dude. So the cradle for the landing gear, that hardware is already screwed onto the fuse, and you got to undo it to get the landing gear on. So let's undo it to get the landing gear on. Shall we? Magnetic tips, bro. With a light to see down the hole. Amazing. Now, this little plastic piece only goes on one way. So, brass threaded inserts, that's cool. Perfect. Boy, that's pretty nice. See how good it holds up. The longer the legs are, the more stress there is on it. You know? But listen, they're foam planes, even wooden planes. You can't land hard with an airplane, dudes. You just can't. They're not made like that. Huh. I have V1200 motor. Oh, dude, Kelly, we got to fly at that place me and Dylan flew over by Elkhart. That one torqued right out of my hand, dude. I don't want it that tight. Okay. Landing hard is a crash. Yes, it is. So after this, they say, come on with the tail wheel. It's an interesting assembly that apparently slides. Yes, that's a DeWalt. I got it from Mike Kennedy, actually. Long time ago, he sent it, man. This just goes. Oh, that's pretty sick. It looks like it just clicks right in here. See that spot on the rudder? Looks like you just jam it in. There's lights all over this one too. It doesn't click or nothing. It's just like a friction fit, I think. Or does it click? Seriously, Kelly, yeah. It's in there, friction, but it's not like all the way, all the way. But boy, that's in there though. That is not coming out. All right, after that, they're saying the horizontal. And there's a spar for that. The click in? What's the deal on that? I like the lights. Oh, cool. There's like, oh, it's a push button. So there's a button in here that right now it's recessed, but when it's seated, it goes flush. That's cool. Neat. Make sure you're keyed in on the halves before you jam stuff together. Okay. It's in there. So you're supposed to be able to press on those and take them apart. Is that the deal? That's in there good. I gotta be honest. I would rather just have stuff screw together, though. It's not a big deal to undo a bolt or two. Just like everything in life, trying to make it easy makes it more complicated. So yeah, hook up the ball link. That's it. So they're showing the prop assembly and then the wing. So let's do the wing. I'm not even going to put the prop on. I'll do it for looks, I guess. So these are a push button screw down type of, oh, neat. So it's like a cleated, a spring-loaded shaft with a pin that goes in a cam and turns and stays locked. You see those wing screw spring-loaded deals in there. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's do it, man. Interesting, man. This I'm pretty pumped about this. That's cool. Bottom of the spar out. Now, this is kind of neat. So you push down on this and twist it a quarter turn, and it locks. That's neat. It locks that in. That's cool. Push it in. Quarter turn. This plane's assembled. Big battery area. That's nice. These should be shipping now and in stock. Check out, click my Horizon link in the description. Go check it out. I'm putting the prop on just because it looks cool. Because I want to see it because it's not very often I get white props. So I want to see what it looks like. Let's just get the thing up. I think we'll plug it in just to show you the light. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. I want you guys to see these lights. So nav lights and blinkers. And that one on the rudder. I love having those rudder lights. Sportix is a great name for this because that is what this thing is going to be. This is sporty. It almost reminds me of a pattern plane, like one of those. I flew some of those FMS foamy pattern planes. They had a Olympus, and then they had a, what was the little one called? It was like green and blue, kind of, and white. What was that little thing called? Anyway, kind of a pattern looking plane. I want to see this white prop on here. Is this a 2.5? I think it might be a 2.5. Maybe not. I was going to be surprised it was a 2.5. There it is. All right. They want the shaft, then the washer, then the nut. Oh man, I'm always going to be a flyer, but the pressure is off when they don't send them. So I haven't had any of the new ones like I used to always get the new releases, and I haven't had those for a while. The irony is the hobby shop ruined my YouTube channel. I let it ruin it, but all right, now let's get a impact pneumatic here to drive this home real quick. Well, if it ain't yellow, I don't want it. Yeah, dude. I'm going to get back to making some flight videos this year. It's just going to be a little bit different than what I used to do, I think. But it'll be all right. I've had this channel too long to quit it. You know, no back plate. That's kind of good for cooling. Lots of air cooling I noticed on the 64 millimeter Viper, and this thing has a lot of nice open areas. You don't ever want to overdo the metal you get from over there. This came with this Sportix, and I do not know what it's supposed to do. Anybody? have any idea? And this is a 3S and a 4S'er. Yep. Or wait. Yep. 3S, 4S. 2200, 3200. It's a good thing. That's what I got. This thing looks killer. You'd think I'd have room on this giant table for this kind of stuff, man, but I do not. This is like, it's semi-symmetric, but it's very close to symmetric airfoil. Dad, this is, there is no dihedral. This is like zippy, bro. This is like your mid-wing sport planes you were making. The hinges are mechanical, like CA hinges, you know what I mean? And foam. So it's both. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be awesome. Lots of rudder. This is going to be a knife edge beast. I love the air cooling. You know, you got a nice scoop here on the bottom where it's opened up. You can see almost through there a bunch. And then on the side of the cowling, it spills right around the motor and into the cavity, and then exit air as you would expect at the rear of the fuse. I love these kind of colors on stuff. The hinges aren't glued in. I think that's awesome that you get a little 1.5 metric driver and you can get the servo cover off. Yeah, Dad, this is going to be sick. I'm pumped about it. Look at the servo cover on there. So little 1.5 driver, and you can access the servo if you need to change it. I dig that the tires are soft. Sometimes these hard things with pants are... That tire's tight. We can fix that. Let's fix that real quick. Yeah, this is going to be fun. I think that tire's just going to have to wear in a little bit. Ah. So that, hold on a minute. I think I got this out of the, it has to go through the wheel and all the way over to the other side. Looks like there may be a little washer in there that I don't maybe need. They just need run in. It's probably, there could be a little tiny bit of burr on that or something. Neat. Yeah, I am excited to fly that. Actually, just a sport plane just for ripping. Nothing much to worry about. Big control surfaces. This thing will, this is neat. And it should be very stable. Long fuselage, nice sized tail. The surfaces are big, so it's going to be super sporty, but not crazy, crazy big like you would see on like the Extra. Sick. Nah, and it seems like I heard of somebody getting one of these too. I don't know why. It fell out of the box. There is nowhere for it to go. I don't think. Let's explore it. Let's just quarter turn. This is too cool. Quarter turn, quarter turn. I don't think so because it fits so good in there. There's no room for it. Yeah, there is absolutely nowhere for that to go, Dad. I don't know what it is. I think it's just a weird extra. Yeah, I probably will put a camera. Holds the spar inside the fuse. Nah, it's got its own hole already. Half quarter turn. I think that's cool. I don't know. I'll ask somebody who knows, but I don't think that little piece is for anything. And Dad, that was a good guess that maybe it's supposed to. This is the same size as the spar, so this being in the middle is in the way. Hugo, what's up? Jason, what's going on? Yeah, I'm glad to get this. I wanted this. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, and I think this year it is going to be a little bit different. I was saying the other day that I'm still in the habit of making videos the way I was asked to make them. I actually changed my format a long time ago because I used to edit for the narrative of what I was saying in the videos. And then I started editing, or I started not editing the flight at all. So only editing the intro. And I think I'm going back to the way I want to do it. Just keep it moving, keep it paced, highlight reel. At this point, everybody knows me, and you're going to believe what I tell you. If I tell you the flight was 5 minutes and I only show you 3, well, you're going to have to believe it. And I can tell you what the cells say and that kind of stuff, you know? All right, Keith, I got your email. Cool. Yeah, let me get them printed off for you, dude. You'll get a black one and a gray one, probably. Yeah, and that's what it's going to be. So the hat cam, it's not ideal on the downwind stuff, but it's fine for the close passes. So it's better than not putting out anything. So I don't want to have to depend on folks. You know what I'm saying? The extra is sweet, but I must shake the sticks on the old cub first. Yeah. I'll let you guys go in a few minutes. Thanks for hanging on. We built 2 planes tonight. Right on. Yeah, I know. It's just I've had really good camera guys before, and so it's tough. And it's really easy having bro, the full flights for me, if I've got a cameraman legit, it's way less work because I will put out the full flight. I only have to edit at the very beginning just to cut it the intro short and keep it moving. Um, so when you do it by yourself, there's more work to it, but it's okay because it's better than nothing. I wouldn't mind getting new planes again, you know? And when I watch every now and then I'll watch one of the older ones. It's not very often, but it's happened lately where I've had the occasion to need to refer to my older videos to see what I said in it, to answer questions in the comments or whatever like that. And I watch those videos and I'm like, dang, now I remember this is all I wanted to do was I'm a better person in front of the camera playing with this stuff. Twofer, you got a twofer. You got a twofer. Hey, good times. I'm gonna work on the edit from today. Big monster custom SEX6s, killer work from Kirk and Kelly. It's all Kelly's fault that I'm doing 3D printed trucks. You know, it's a trade-off because it's also my fault he's doing trucks at all, I think, too. Yeah, I told him he's old enough now that honestly, I figured that I would start using him when he was 14, and he'll be 14 in August. So his mother does not want him on YouTube though, which is a shame because he's a ham, dude. He'd be fun. You may hear him talking, but that's probably it because his mom, my wife, is not about the kids being on the internet for good reason. There's a bunch of weirdos out there, you know what I mean? I hear there's a bunch of grown men who are still playing with radio control toys. Have you heard that? Playing with RCs. Did that cut out, man? You know what? Hopefully very soon. I just got these, so I'd like to turn them around and get them out. And I'm probably gonna film the radio setup and throw it at the end of the flight video and call it one and done. You know, shakedown. It's gonna be different kind of videos, I think, because like I said, I think it is gonna just be me on hat cam. So it won't be full flights. I think I'm just gonna cut them for content instead of duration. Because if I'm bothering with YouTube still, and I am, then yeah, they're toys. He's a paid actor. Yeah, he went right to sports. He does not even care about that anymore. That dude was doing theater, bro, for the longest time. He just does not care. The awkward pause. Film it like you stole it. Yeah, I'm just going to do what I can. Because obviously, if I'm doing it by myself, he's busy. He's got opportunities. He knows where I'm at. He's got his chick can film for him. And so it's not a trade-off he needs. He doesn't need me to help him film. And so it just doesn't ever work out where we're getting together and he is, filming me. At the beginning of it all, he wanted to, and so it worked. But if you don't want to, and you don't need to. Bro, did I block out again? It blacked out on my side. I'll let you guys go in a sec. If that does that again, did I freeze up? That never happens over here to me. I don't know what's up. Pilot Ryan Nation. But yeah, different style of videos, I think, is what's happening because dude, Bobby was amazing on the camera and on the sticks, which is why you guys know him, right? Because I put him on. I ain't stingy. And he's a treat to watch fly. Absolutely. We did a lot of really good videos, man, and I'd love to have him. But yeah, he's just got a brand new baby, man, and they're working it out. Him and Gabby are able to work it out pretty good with the two of them. So we've talked about it. And when we got together a few times on the water and stuff like that, it was awesome. And it just doesn't happen. So I can't wait on folks. I gotta do what I gotta do, man. And I can't wait on people. So I have to figure out how to do this by myself and edit for content, not the full flight, so I can keep the video moving. Bobby's got a YouTube channel. It's called Dead Stick RC. Check it out. Somebody put a link in here to it. It's past YouTube's bedtime by an hour. Yeah, good time, man. Build a couple planes. We'll get some flying on them. I got a glider to do. I got a PC-21 I want to get up. I got a lot of planes that I could shine a light on again. And the stuff that I can kind of fly close is kind of cool too, like at the school, which probably means the weekend's the best time to try to film them too. It just depends on if I can get on grass with them or not, if they got the kind of wheels for that. Philip asked if anybody in the chat thinks his videos are filmed poorly. Dude, I honestly don't watch anything, hardly. RC, planes. Unfortunately, I'm bad that way. I think another person always makes things a little bit better, but you got to do what you can. And I don't mean to talk mess about hat cams, but it's like I have a super dope camera, and I've had like Captain Mike and Bobby, and I've had other guys help, but Mike and Bobby are, and Dylan's helped me. I've had other guys help, but those guys did really good on the camera. Bobby did really good on the camera. Mike did great on the camera, except you have no idea how much he screwed with the footage all the time. I had to fix it in post all the time. Yeah, man, I'm the worst, bro. I that's my only thing about going over to Urban's channel. They a little bit do a sub for sub thing over there, man, and I love that channel. I like going over there, but I am not over there for subs. I don't at all. Let's talk about YouTube real quick. YouTube knows what people are doing, and you don't want people subbing to you if they aren't going to watch it. Um, so man, I think some of those guys sub to me just because I come over and say hello, and but I don't sub back because I'm not gonna sub back. I'm not asking for subs. I don't want them. I don't want them if you're not gonna watch it. Really, it's just the way it works. YouTube wants it's about the engagement anyways. Sub numbers are a vanity metric. Some people still think it's important, but it's actually not. Most people that think sub numbers are important just don't have the full scope of what the game truly is. What's up, RC Car Garage? Um, yeah, views, engagement, comments, likes, activity around the video, watching the video, and liking the video so much that you stay on the channel and watch a few videos. They call it session time. That is the best for your channel. That's why all the big channels always say, see you in the next one or watch this video right here. And even sometimes like the really good channels, you can't tell they're saying goodbye. They don't wrap it up in a big, long, drawn out way when they're ending the video. It's over. Pretty much. It's just over. And that's because it keeps people watching longer. Because if you give it a big, long wind down, folks are checking out. So that's kind of what it is. Going good, man. Went out on some custom 3D printed, beautiful day, sunshine. Custom 3D printed SCX6 bodies with my buddies Kirk, Kelly, myself, and Sean. Yeah, Wings of Gold, cool. Yeah, we made some good stuff, man, and he's still making some good stuff. It just hadn't worked out for us to get together, and I can't wait anymore. So I'm gonna figure out some kind of format that's repeatable. That's the thing. It's got to be repeatable. Captain Mike, out of all the videos we did at Motion, which was hundreds, Mike did less than 10. They were amazing though. And they were probably better than mine. His videos were really good and more production and more everything, which is hard to do a lot of. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do something that's easily repeatable that you can do all the time. And right now I've just got to kind of figure out how I'm going to do this hat cam stuff. And I've done some of it, but I was still always trying to emulate my earlier format with it. So yeah, social has changed a lot of things, and there's so much good stuff out there now that people are spoiled. I see some of the dope content being put out on short form that it's dope and it doesn't get a lot of action. Folks are spoiled with getting good eye candy here and there all over the place on Instagram and short form that you don't necessarily get what you should get. Yeah, it's the zoom for me on the hat cam. And the thing about me doing this by myself is it's literally going to be more work than it is when I have a camera person. For real. And with hat cam for me, I will still bring my good camera for the intro and it'll be up on a tripod. And then sometimes you can use that camera just on the runway or something as well. And it'll be pick up solid audio that way. My voice carries really well, so I've not had much trouble with audio. But I like to be able to zoom, dude. Yeah, and that's the nice thing about the flights. Once I'm done with the intro, I'm not in front of the camera anymore. It's kind of nice. And if I can figure out overdub, that may be the way to go too. And just like B-roll up an intro. Like you all don't need to see me, you know. Although the whole thing about social is branding a little bit. You need to be seen, but do you? Filmed a lot when I uploaded to YouTube as RC Hero. Nice. Yeah, a camera on the plane be really good for like B-roll and some of the downwind stuff or whatever, you know. Even landings. It's good to have a camera or two. Let's say you got a hat cam and the landing's amazing, but for whatever reason it's out of frame. If you've got a static camera or a camera on the plane, you won't lose it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Mike, thanks, man. I think that's what always worked for me too. Was talking through it. I do want a camera guy, but I have to just work with what I got. Yeah. There were times when I was jamming so well on YouTube that I really wanted an editor. But dude, this thing doesn't it doesn't really pay for itself anymore. And even when I was jamming, there wasn't enough to go around. That's why the guys that helped me got a lot of free planes. All right, man. It's been a 3-hour show. That's probably good. Time change. It's goofy. It's almost 1 o'clock. It's like 20 till. I am going to work a little bit on this video from today. So turn on your notification bell and check it out when it pops up. And for now, we're going to dip. So we will see you in the next one. We're out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. We'll 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. We will see you next time. Bye now. Boom.